Already know what time it is. It's your boy DJ Richie Skye back with some tea, interviews, recaps, and more. And be sure to check the links in the description of this video for trips, for books, one-on-one sessions, and more. Now let's get into the tea. Kissing Kandi. I am sure Kandi Burris is sitting around somewhere probably on somebody's beach, because you know that girl like the vacation, okay? Wondering to herself how I get in it. Now, how I get in it? How did Kandi get in it? Why in the world is the girls talking about Kandi? And Kandi ain't even on the show. Ain't even on the show. Now, was it a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the BS? With the BS. I didn't just remove my camera. How about that? How about that? How about that? Y'all, before we go there, we got to talk. Y'all heard us? Did y'all hear this? Baby, BBK news is back. Don't y'all say nothing crazy in the chat either. Okay? Don't y'all say nothing in the chat. Say something crazy. Say something crazy if you want to. Okay? Say something crazy if you want to. All right. Lord have mercy. My phone ringing. The camera done went out. We're going to fix this real nice and quick. While we doing that, make sure you guys let us know. And yes, it is 3 parts. It's 3 parts, y'all. It's 3 parts. While I'm doing that, let the people know where y'all are watching from. I done smacked the table. The camera done broke. I gotta figure out how to hook the camera back up. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right. So that's the MacBook camera. Let me put it back on the actual webcam. This is what happens when you go live, y'all. Get ready. Okay. We back. I had to call tech support. All right, let's get into it. So this recording has leaked. This is a conversation between Marcus and Angela. All right. So let's take a listen to what's going on here. Now, I don't know where this conversation came from. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room for the tea, though, because it sounds like Angela's on the phone with Marcus taking the notes. It sounds like somebody said right here, why it sound like Angela got her pen and pad out taking notes. Let's listen a little bit. We do got to talk a little bit in between because I don't know if this is posted to somebody else's YouTube page or not. So I apologize in advance, but we're just going to take a chance.
He say something to you?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah. Oh.
First of all, let me do this. Let me put that alleged badge up, because I don't know where it is. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Did she pay you?
Yes.
Did she pay you? Or is it just like, did she pay you to do it? Or is it just like, I just do this?
Pay me? No, she ain't pay me.
Oh, that was just messy. Messy.
So she allegedly did not pay him. Let me just say this, sir. All this drama that you done found yourself up in, I want you to be paid, okay? I mean, you done found yourself in a whole heaping, helping of mess. And you ain't get paid, friend? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Me say, oh, no. Oh, no. Come at me, wanna go home. No, friend, no. You all up on this TV, all up in the mess, getting kicked out of events, and you ain't get paid? Oh no, 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 oh no. Oh no, me say oh no.
Angela, if it's one thing I'm gonna lie on this hill and tell you, bitch, you can call me messy because it was a messy gay moment.
It was. And
you can clock Angela. If it's not one thing, I'm gonna tell you one thing about me is I'm very honest. Clock me on the messy gay moment because I was like, it was messy. It was so messy. It was so long and messy. And honestly, to be honest, I didn't even think anything was going to come after it after security kicked me out of the Williams and Snow.
Oh. All gays aren't messy. I just want to put that out there, okay? Let me just state that, okay? Let y'all know. All gays ain't messy. I don't know why this had to turn into a gay thing, okay? I don't know what the gay got to do with it. How can Kandi get in it? How the gays get in it?
You say something. I will say this, and this is all I'm gonna say. If cameras were rolling when Phaedra walked up to the event, she walked up to me and kissed me on my cheek and whispered something in my ear. I don't know if they have that on camera. But I'm just gonna throw that out there.
okay, and
I will say, unfortunately for us, it was before she was mine.
I mean,
I will say this. Athens is a small town, girl.
so if you listen, it almost sounds like somebody's taking some notes. It sounds like Angela might be scribbling. But in this section right here, I feel like my heart kind of goes out to Angela. But if we listen to it,
I know.
I'm sure you know, it's a very small town, and everybody kind of knows everybody there, and everybody too also kind of protects everybody there.
I get it. So I want you to still be in good graces with your family, but I still have to protect myself, and I want you to be protected. But I didn't.
I mean, the fact that Angela is at this moment saying that even though you said this about me on camera or about my husband on camera, I want you to be protected. Angela, oh God, man, like,
lie on you, but you lied on me.
now what was the lie on her? Was it that she said that Phaedra paid for that? I don't really know what the lie was that he told on her.
So you have to just make it right.
And I did. And I want you to understand, I truly meant that apology I gave you the other day. I couldn't even eat for like 24 hours, Angela. I felt disgusted that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what was it like? Was it a phone call like, hey, I need you to meet me here? Because how did it come about? And I know at the table you said, well, you know how this goes. I truly don't. I don't know how this works. I don't know how.
Oh my God, man. I don't understand. I mean, I guess I don't really understand any of this. I don't really understand. I don't understand the purpose of this whole thing. That's how I would have understood it more if he was paid for it, right? Because then at least you can say, well, you know what? I mean, the check cashed or something like that, right? But I guess from even if this indeed did come from Phaedra, I don't understand why she would do this. Like, what is the reason? I mean, Angela has already dealt with whatever infidelity. She's been open about it on the show. So her choosing to stay with Charles, we've already digested that at this point. Because, I mean, listen, when people get married, everything gets wrapped up. And if you decide that you want to stay in that situation, that's your business. That's neither here nor there to me, right? She's already told us the story. She's already given it to us. She's laid it out there for us, at least as far as her version is concerned. So to then bring this into the group in this way, I just don't understand what it was supposed to do other than, I guess, reignite her own insecurities about what it is that he could be doing currently or presently. So the problem I think that people have is in Phaedra, there were plenty of people who, I was one of them, rooting for you when you were on Married to Medicine. And it seemed as though you called them the mean girls. It feels weird for this to be coming out now about you as you rejoin Atlanta, engaging in what appears to be mean girl behavior. If this is true, it's so nonsensical to me. I mean, with the desire to what, have some tension or conflict at the end of the season, it doesn't make sense to me. And then it also doesn't make sense to me for him. Like, I would at least be able to, if you were paid to do this, I mean, and that would be like, okay, I mean, listen, I mean, that would be what it would be. I mean, at least there would be some gain from this, right? But right now, it doesn't seem like there is very much gain from it other than we're talking about it, right? But to me, that's not the gain that I feel like, because here's the thing, you always have to ask yourself, do I want to be popular or do I want to be paid? Most people, I mean, there are a lot of people that would rather be popular, and I get it. And I'm not saying that's him, because I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it from an observer's perspective, a fan of the show. That's all I am. Okay. It doesn't, when I try to compute it in my mind, I don't understand the computation. It's not making sense. So to come back after all this time and this to be your comeback, Phaedra, it just is like, well, what was all that for? What was it for? Because you left one show and we were rooting for you, but you left because they were mean to you. allegedly, right? I don't know. So I just, and maybe Lakeisha, you know, sometimes it happens to women on the show, you know, and men too. Like this, the men aren't absolved from this. You know what I'm saying? But clearly, right? So it's just an unfortunate situation all around, especially for it to all come out this way, because nobody looks good in this situation. Nobody looks good. Ultimately, it's very difficult to make sense of it. And you do end up kind of feeling bad for Angela, because what I think has become apparent for Angela is she's having to figure out all of these like trap doors that people keep trying to set for her. And it's like, ain't nobody setting these trap doors for Kelly. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying they should, right? Because I don't want that. I don't want that for her. I don't want this for Angela. I don't want this for Phaedra. I don't want this for him. Like, that's just how in my mind, this all should be avoided. Reality TV in its current incarnation would do better to simply focus on what's really actually happening. I gave you guys a play-by-play on what Drew could have done for her own group scene, utilizing what was really happening. We don't need this. We are so over this. The cheating husband. Okay, and what? Because at that reunion, baby, Charles is about to let have on these folk. Okay? Charles, your dinner's ready. It's about to let loose on these peoples. Okay. Speaking of which, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the trailer for the reunion has appeared, and we got to talk about it, right? So we're going to react to the trailer. And just so you guys know, we will be talking a little bit in between, just so that we can keep this as a reaction video, which means that the content has to be different than it is in other places where the content originated, right? So we're going to talk a little bit in between and discuss for this to be a true reaction, okay?
That any intentions today?
I just want to step to the plate with each lady with truth.
It's that curl for me. It's that one little
plate with each lady with truth.
That's just bothering me right there. And I don't know why it's bothering me. It's giving Elvis.
Truth.
Why would you say you would Angela's husband?
Who told you do that? That wasn't how it happened. This is a pattern of lying. Lying about what?
Or folder?
You done bought the whole file cabinet, child. You feel ready?
Yeah, I feel
good. Okay. Little tease at the beginning to make us to whet our appetites a little bit.
Coming up on the 3-part Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
3 parts, y'all. 3 parts. Let's milk it, baby. Let's milk it.
How do you feel about Frickin' Frock revealing all about your hood?
Why they do that, ladies hoo-ha like that? Why?
We need clarification. You know what I'm talking about?
You think you need clarification?
I still need a diagram for that hood, okay? Y'all, I'm telling you, the hood to me is like, where is it? I need a visual representation. Just show me a drawing, a diagram of how this is the hood like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying. I mean, I just want to know.
No, you'll be hot on these streets, Porsha. Yeah, I like my Africans.
Glad she's in on the joke.
One for the books.
Britt Edie has decided not to join us.
What? Wow.
Given all the stuff we've just seen, Britt could have came to this reunion. Britt could have came to this reunion for all the stuff that we done been through over the past couple of weeks. Britt, you should have shown up to this reunion.
Kenya had gotten information from the current housewife about Britt's past.
Did you send her the picture?
Now, Kenya said on her Life Twirls On episode 1, I believe it was that it? Maybe it wasn't Life Twirls On. Maybe it was her confessions. She said that it was not a current housewife that gave her the intel. But a lot of people thought it was Drew.
Let's start there. Well, baby, I'm in all the rooms. But the rooms I'm in, they don't know you. So if I look 53, you look 63.
This be my problem with Phaedra too. I feel like sometimes when confronted, Phaedra don't give me what she gives in her confessional. I need you to be able to clap back in the moment, face the fire, and fight fire with the fire that you had when you said it. That's what I need. And somebody actually called me a hater in the comments and said, why don't you just say you hate Phaedra? Can y'all normalize critiquing someone without hating them? If you think that every time we critique somebody on these platforms that we hate them, that is less of a representation of what we feel, and it's more of a representation of what you feel. Because 9 times out of 10, you are probably the type of person that cannot separate a critique from a personal vendetta. Okay? Maybe that's how you move in your life when you critique something. Maybe you hate that thing that you critique and you can't separate it. But that does not apply to me.
Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Kandi and Todd. I kiss Kandi in the club, you kiss Kandi in the club.
Now, say what now?
Y'all had that conversation together saying that I was screwing Kandi and Todd.
It would probably not be a good idea to revisit season 9 at all. Okay? Like, because every time y'all go back to season 9, now we got to revisit why we didn't like some of y'all's actions. Okay? So if we're going to go back and revisit season 9, I mean, y'all might, because Kandi now, you got to do a speak on it. Now Kandi got to do a speak on it. You and Shamea need to sit down and tell us about the kissing, okay? Now, it's y'all business, but if it was at the club, actually, it's y'all. I don't care if y'all did kiss, but what I want to know is, why is it being brought up? Why is it being brought up today? That was like 10 years ago. That was almost a decade ago at this point. So we still talking about that?
I kiss Kandi in the club, you kiss Kandi in the club. They both kiss Kandi. Let's run the tape back.
Phaedra said, run the tape back. Phaedra, this one comment, that is a conversation you should probably stay on out of. Girl, just when they are having this conversation, Phaedra, just fade into the background as best you can. Okay? Dive on into the sea. Just don't say nothing about it, because Lord knows your tagline said we have buried the past, but it keeps coming back up.
Let's run the tape back.
Not run the tape back.
Sit on Porsha lap, girl.
She characterized her return as a flop.
I do.
Okay.
She should
Ooh.
be worried about who flipping and flopping in that basement with Rhoa.
Ralph, did you really think Drew was sleeping with Dennis for beats?
I didn't know exactly
Banging for beats.
what the relationship was, but Drew had mentioned that you was trying to holler at her too.
Now, the way Ralph said that, something about the way he said that made me not believe him. And I'm gonna make this bigger. And maybe she did, but something about the way he says it, I don't know if I believe it.
I didn't know exactly what the relationship was, but Drew had mentioned that you was trying to holler at her too.
I know.
It's something about you was trying to holler at her. Something about the way he's saying it make me feel like you just made that up. You just made that up. But again, I don't know. I don't know.
Ever.
Wow. Charles, when did you date our friend Sheree?
Okay, Andy.
What?
What are we doing?
Everybody want to know about me. What about y'all? I'm the only husband here. Where your husband's at?
Mind you, he said that while the baby daddy's in the back, while Ralph was sitting over there. Okay, let's run it back. Let's run it back, Charles. Let's run it back, Charles. Your dinner's ready.
Charles, when did you date our friend Sheree?
Okay, Andy.
What?
What are we doing?
Everybody want to know about me. What about y'all? I'm the only husband.
Look, I want you to see it. They sitting right there, the two of them, the new freaking frack. As he politely eats them up. Okay?
Here. Where your husband's at?
What is the current status of your friendship today?
People in the comments I'm like, the people in the comments used to be like, y'all bloggers don't want Porsha and Shamea to be friends. That sounds wild and stupid AF. Why? What? We have no reason to want that. No one does. That's crazy. But what we will do is follow the breadcrumbs, and the two of them, a blind person could see that there's tension there. What are you talking about? People be so crazy with their lazy comments.
You posted about my mom saying she did something egregious to your mom.
We talking about the mamas now. We talking about the mamas. Let's really get into it. Let's talk about it. Andy, if you want your paycheck, you better ask them about that situation. Because if you ain't asking about that situation, you ain't doing your job. You ain't. I said it. And now we said it.
You posted about my mom saying she did something egregious to your mom. How are you even bringing? Let her have her moment. 1 second. Don't.
Hold on.
That's it. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on.
Shamea's face. Hold on, let's get into it. Let's really get into it.
Hold on.
That's it. Oh my God.
Okay, hold on.
Shamea's like, why you running? Why you running, boo? Why you running?
That any intention?
Okay, so let me give y'all my opinion about the trailer for the reunion. I'm here for it. I am here for everybody. Just like, let's finally talk about all the BS, all the ways that we have had to go around the mulberry bush and find out real answers. What was really going on with Porsha and Drew? What really happened? Did Porsha really know about Dennis and Drew working together? As Drew has stated, was she really congratulatory about it until the show started filming? Was it really that Porsha just didn't want Dennis to film with Drew? And at that point, it's like, well, they've been working together. Why would you care that they're filming together? And I do get some of that. Like, you should probably tell her, You should probably have a conversation with her, Drew. But at the same time, it's like a situation went on for so long. I want to know why Drew and Shamea Shamea and Porsha decided to meet up with Ralph. Why is that? What was it that that Drew was so upset about coming out in the court docs that Ralph did not seem at all worried about in any way, shape, or form? What was that about? Was Drew telling Ralph that, oh, Dennis was trying to holler at her? Was there any banging for beats? I mean, I don't think so, but what was it? You know, what did Phaedra have to do with this whole situation with Angela and Charles? I want to hear from Phaedra. Do you know Marcus? Did you hire him? Did you offer him an internship to do this? Like, what was the reason? Why did you do this? Why was this your entryway back into a season after you just called these ladies on Married to Medicine, Married to Mean Girls? But I don't understand why you did that. And then to come back over here and then start some Mean Girl madness. Like, what was that for? What was the reason? What in the world is this hood that Cynthia has down in her hoo-ha? I really want to know what's going on with the hood. Is it raining down there? What's happening? You know, tell me, give me the stilo. I want to know the tea, right? I want to know what is going on with, I don't think Kelly has anything to talk about. Is she divorced? She's divorced. Okay, fine, great, perfect. And I want to know about the mamas. I want to know what happened with the mamas. And I want to hear it from the ladies themselves because they are running around avoiding this conversation and it needs to be had. Now, whether or not it needs to be had in the public eye, I don't know. Why is Dennis wearing plaid? What was the reason? Was this a last minute addition? I don't understand. Tell me. Those are the things that I have questions about that I really do hope that Andy gets down to the bottom of. Why is everybody so obsessed with Angela and her man? Why? Will Porsha finally admit to saying that she wanted to sleep with, that she should go and sleep with Charles? I just want to know. These are valid questions that have come up during the season. And I feel like since y'all bringing all of these things up, especially about the mama drama, I want to know what happened. Because it sounds like y'all been sweeping this thing under the rug for a very long time. And it may actually help you guys if you just get it out and let it go and figure out if you still really want to be friends. Porsha and Shamea remind me, and I don't know their situation in totality. I know bits and pieces and parts, right? But what they remind me of is, and I don't know that this is probably not the case, but they remind me of these two like friends that really, to be honest with you, are maybe friends out of habit and maybe less friends because that you are substantially like friends. You have like minds. They don't seem to be of like minds. They don't seem to be equally yoked. They seem just like they're in two different directions. That's what I mean, right? They seem like they have different priorities. They don't seem like two people that still want to be friends and are maybe holding on to it because that's what they feel like they're supposed to do. But sometimes, in reality, in life happens and friendships grow apart, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe they can agree to be cordial and polite. Maybe they can work on getting it back, but they will never work on it until they just honestly sit down, squash the issues, and really hash them out. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. And personally speaking, for people who say stuff like, oh, you hate this person, you hate that. Like, stop. Like, that is, it's so 2019. Like, let it go. Like, either learn how to compartmentalize the fact that you love a certain person and we have critiques about them and enjoy the ride, or don't get on the ride because you have to be at least this tall to ride it, okay? And it doesn't sound like you are this tall yet. I'm going to call a thing a thing. You've got to be this tall to ride the ride. You might not be this tall yet. That's just that. That's just that. All right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if we can get to this to me is what makes a show good. When you can have people who disagree and they can come and they can have real conversations. The Porsha and Shamea of it all is interesting in the degree that we've seen this over the years. If they were to finally have a sit-down Ponderosa where they actually talked and heard each other and laid it all out from start to finish, they either can make that decision at the end of that conversation. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Get it all out, lay it out on the table, just the two of you guys, and then figure out where do we go from here. It's possible, you know? It's possible. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing, you know? I mean, personally speaking, Isaiah, I don't know that Britt would have had that hard of a time. Like, I mean, you know, I just in light of now everything that we've seen kind of come out, especially towards the end of the season, I don't know that she would have like had really. I mean, yeah, there would have been things that they needed to discuss with her, but it would have been it could have been a moment where she could have just really had been very vulnerable with the cast and opened herself up in a way that ingratiated her to the audience. I mean, and if the fact of the matter is that the photos weren't even of her, an opportunity for her and Kenya to have a sit down conversation. Maybe they may have never been friends, like friends, but I mean, stranger things have happened, you know? Porsha dragged Kenya down by her hair. And what do you know? Seasons later, they're friends. They're having daughters, you know, at the same time, right? You know, so you never know with these shows. I mean, Giselle is having and Monique are having a conversation up in Potomac. Come on, like you just with time, anything is possible on these shows. Because money talks. Money talks. Okay. They make it in your size when you got the coin. Anybody can make up when you get in the coin. So that's just me. That's just my thoughts. Okay. So yeah, you know, that's it. That's all we got for you guys. I think it looks juicy too. So I'm waiting, you know. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see what we got popping on here with these ladies. I personally enjoyed the season. I know a lot of people didn't. I'm not one of those people. I don't fall into that camp. There have been seasons that I did not enjoy that much, but I actually thoroughly enjoyed this season. It felt okay to me. It felt good for the most part. There weren't any stories that I felt like dragged on for too long, except the Drew and Porsha situation. But by and large, I think that there was an attempt made to make this show fresh again. I enjoyed it, and that's something I would love to see, right? Nene Leakes coming back with this group, but what would Nene Leakes be like now with this group, right? Would she fit with this group? I think she could. I think she could. But you know, I need the Nene. I need the Nene that's coming to play ball, right? I don't want the Nene that is gonna get mad and not say nothing. I need the Nene that's, you know. We just played it. We just played it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that too, Aisha. I feel like it was light years better than some previous seasons, personally. And I enjoy getting to know the new ladies. I enjoy getting to know Angela. I enjoy getting to know Kelly. I enjoy getting to know Britt. I felt like Kenya was needed. Like she could have added a fresh dynamic. So it's a shame that we lost her mid-season, like early on in the season. But I can't say that I did not enjoy this season because I did. Okay. Okay, look. Yeah, we had a lot to play with. We had a whole lot to play with. But I do agree we need the authenticity back. You know, some of these made up things, they just need to go. They just need to go. So, you know, I remain optimistic, you know? Yeah, I kind of missed that too. I mean, I think to me, given that what we know now, that if the photos weren't Brit and then having Kenya and Brit there, this would have been explosive. Okay. So we'll see, y'all. We'll see. If there's any more tea that comes out, I'll be back tomorrow, maybe. I think it's Friday night, so you know, I know we all got things to do. If you guys haven't tapped into our Rich Life community, please do so. Type Rich Life to 202-918-3386. For those of you guys who don't know, that is how you can. I'll pull it up for you guys. Let me see if I can share it. You guys can get. Hold on. When you join our Rich Life Platinum community, you will get an incentive trip when you, as soon as you join, like this trip to Greece. You can see 5 days here in Athens, 6 days in Crete, 6 days in Santorini. I can show you how to book Dubai for a 5-star vacation for 5 to 6 days for $9. Thailand is now $29 for 6 days. And if you were on last night's webinar, you would have seen those things in action, right? So in order to be invited to the next one, just text 202-918-3386, text Rich Life in all caps. And for anybody that joins us before the end of this month, you will get a free 5-day cruise. Yes, a free 5-day cruise in addition to the trips that you just saw, in addition to the prices that I just talked to you guys about earlier. Also, we are going to the Zanzibar, y'all. The Zanzibar, okay? Now, if you haven't tapped into this group trip, and if you haven't seen our group trips, if you haven't been on one of our group trips, they are lit, okay? Lit. And I got something super special for this one planned. This one is going to be September 22nd through the 28th. So tap into the link in the description down below. And of course, I got to let y'all know we are also going to the Cape Town. Cape Town is November 30th through the 7th. So you got the schedule. All links are in the description down below in case you missed anything that I just said. So tap in, y'all, tap in. And y'all know I love y'all. Like I said before, keep it locked to the channel. Like this video if you haven't liked it yet, okay? We want to keep the algorithm going. And of course, do your due diligence. Also, for those of you guys, I get a lot of people that email me about starting a YouTube channel and whatnot. I will give you guys some, I'll figure out a way to give you guys some, like a free, like a tutorial or something like that. If some kind of way, I'll figure it out. So I'll do some videos on my other channel about that, but I will post them in the community tab, or I'll send it out in the, to the texting group if you haven't already joined the texting group, so that you guys can get that information. Because I know that a lot of people want to make money. I know that a lot of people want to make content, but maybe you just don't know how, or you've just been afraid to start. I will do that as well. All right. So with that being said, I will catch you all in the next video. Love y'all.